Hello everyone, welcome to the tutorial of the famous melody Fly Me to the Moon, which you will find some details in the description. I have modified the original key of A minor for D minor. So if you play on an acoustic piano and this tone doesn't not suit you, you will have to transpose it as I did it. However, if you have a digital piano, do not hesitate to use the transposition of the one. They are made also for that. And consult the manual. If you don't know how to do it, it will be indicated to you in the transpose or transposition chapter. There are so many models, but it's always very simple and above all very useful also for adjusting your voice once you have taken the chord that I'm going to show you or suggest you. So of course, as usual on my channel, you will find in the video under the title guide the whole song to help you with the general understanding. So there are many ways to play this song, starting with the easiest, of which we will see in details and step by step with some different options. So I will split also this tutorial in two parts. For the very beginners, we see all the details of the chords, and we can play this song also beautiful in ballad. And in the second time, we will make some bossa nova like this. If you're a little bit advanced, okay. So let's start first in ballad and we see the details. So we'll start in the key of the D minor. D minor is a relative minor of scale of F. So we have, I'm talking always in degrees and natural scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and root again. So you see, from D to D and from F to F, that's the scale of F, in fact, okay? So we have a B flat or A sharp, okay? This is really easy, not difficult. So we start by a triad, simply triad, root on the scale of D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root 7 minor, fifth. We're going to use a fifth, like this, but upper, and then fly me to the moon. Okay, so D minor 7, so root 5th 7. So let me give you a trick to make the difference between the 7 and the major 7. On the scale of D, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 and root. Okay, a semitone below you will always find the major 7 and a semitone below the 7. Why? Because from the fifth, just fifth, 1, 2, 3 semitone above, it's a third minor dominant, and 1, 2, 3, 4 semitone above, it's a third major. So, for example, D minor major 7, D minor 7, okay, or D, if the third, in this case, the third is minor, but if she's major, it will be D major 7, D7. Okay, so it's a trick. If it, of course, if it not, it will be not a trick if it doesn't work on all the keys. It works on all the keys that we have. We're going to use all the time. Okay, so D minor 7 is just only the reverse. The root is coming on the top, the third minor on the top. Okay, we're going to use this one, but you have another one, and then we go back upper, higher on the D minor 7. Okay, it's just only reverse. We're going to use this one, D minor 7, A, C, D, and F. So we didn't play the melody because we make the melody with our voice. We put the bass on with our right hand, left hand, sorry, and with our right hand we make the chords. Okay, the harmony. So fly me to the, so fly me to the moon. So fly me to the moon. Then we're landing on a G minor 7. So scale of G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root 7 minor, 5th and 7. So we have G, B flat, B and F. And let me play. So you see, really easy from the G minor 7 to the C7. Scale of C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. So we're going to use C7 and not major 7. So root 3rd, 5th, 7. We keep the 5th and the 7 in place. The root is coming on the top and the 3rd on the top. Okay. So we have G, B flat, C, and E. play among the stars. F, we resolve on the F major 7. Scale of F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. We keep the major 7, the third major, the fifth, the third major, and the root. So F, A, C, and E. And then we're passing from the F major 7 to F7. So instead of E, E flat. Okay. And then next one, let me see. Spring. So B flat major 7. Scale of B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major 7 root. Root set 5th major 7. You see? Major 7 semitone below the root. Okay? We keep the root in place, the 3rd in place, the 5th is coming on the bottom, and the 7, major 7 on the bottom. Just only a reverse, like this. In this position. So we have F, A, B flat, and D. Okay? Let me say was spring. Spring. So it's E minor 7 flat 5. Scale of E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. Root, sun minor, flat 5, and the 7. So we have E, G, B flat, D. E minor 7 flat 5. Okay? So let me see what spring. Of course you play the root with your left hand all time. Okay? It's like on Jupiter and March. So Jupiter, it will be A7 flat 9. Say, let's have a look on A. On the scale of A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root 9, flat 9. So the root position with a flat 9, A7, root the 3rd major, the triad, with the 5th, the 7, the flat 9. We keep the 7 in place, the flat 9. We didn't play the root on the top because we are playing with our left hand, but the 3rd major is on the top and the 5th on the top. Okay? If we play the A on the bass, okay, it's a A7, it's just only the reverse, you see? A7 flat 9, we have the 7, the flat 9, the 3rd major on the top, and the 5th, okay? A7 flat 9, Jupiter and Mars. So you can play in the root position, or here, and then from the minor mode to major mode. So you can use all the reverse as a different option. That the root position of the D7. You remember the scale? Roots at 5th 7. So the root is can come in on the top. That's the first reverse. The second one, it will be this one. Okay, that the 3rd major is on the top. We have another one we're going to use later. That the 3rd one, and we go back to the root position. I mean the 7 is coming on the top, and we go back to the root position. Okay, like this, like that, like that, like this, and like that. So you should D minor 7, D7. So let's sing from the start. Fly me in ballad to the moon, D minor, G minor 7, and let me play C7 among the stars. F major 7, F7. B flat major 7, let me see what spring. E minor 7 flat 5, it's like on Jupiter. S7 flat 9 and Mars. D minor 7, here or here it will be good. And then the 3rd minor become, instead of the 3rd minor, to the 3rd major. Okay, F, F sharp. Here or here. In this position or in this position. Okay. And now, or if you are here, in other words. Or if you are here, in other words. Okay. G minor 7. Again, so we have G, B flat, nothing changed, D and F. All C7, G, B flat, C, E. All my hand, F 7. Did we see the F major? Yes, we see. We saw F, A, C, E, and then we resolve with D7, like this, bam, bam. Okay, this reverse, root third, fifth, 7, the root is coming in the top. In other words, G minor 7, C7, darling, darling, kiss me, F major 7, and now for the end of the first verse, E minor 7, scale of E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, root 7 minor, 5th, not flat 5, 5th, and the 7. So we have E, G, B, and D. And we resolve with A7 flat 9. So you have now at the end of the first verse. There's a lot of options you can do to make the turnover with one end, A, G, F, E, and then you're landing, fill my heart with song, okay? And you're landing on the D minor, or with both ends, bam, 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 or when you are on the A7 flat 9, and then boom, it's just only an arpeggio, and then boom, or nothing. That's the simplest possible. Kiss me, and then fill my heart. You jump directly on the D minor 7, or you make a stop like this, or just like that, or and then fill my heart with. There's a lot of options. You decide. It's up to you. You appropriate the song, okay? So let me play for you the first verse complete, okay? Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart. So second verse now, okay? So and then you can play in another mood like this. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like in Jupiter on Mars. In other words, hold my hand. Well, just with a chord, you see. In other words, darling, kiss me. You see, but that's the simplest possible, or just with a chord. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like a Jupiter or March. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Okay? Second verse. Fill my heart, D minor 7 with song, G minor 7 again, and let me sing C7 for forevermore, major 7, F7, same chords. You are all, B flat major 7, low, you are all I love, E minor 7 flat 5, all I worship, A7 flat 9, and adore, D minor 7, D7, in other words, G minor 7, C7, please be true, F major 7, D7, G minor 7, in other words, C7, I love you, F major 7, E minor 7, A7 flat 9, so same thing, you make an arpeggio, and then ba-dum-bum-bum, or nothing. Then you go back to the start of the song. So, fly me to the moon and let me So I give you all the chords again, okay? D minor 7, G minor 7, and let me play C7 among the stars. F major 7, F7, B flat major 7, let me see what's spring. E minor 7 flat 5 is like Jupiter, S7 flat 9, and Mars. D minor 7, D7, G minor 7, in other words, C7, oh my hand, F major 7, D7, in other words, G minor 7, C7, darling, kiss me, F major 7, E minor 7, S7 flat 5. Another fourth, last one, fill my heart, D minor 7 with song, G minor 7, let me sing, sing forevermore. You can modify a little bit melody like Frank Sinatra. F major 7, F7, B flat major 7, you are all I long. A minor, E minor 7 flat 5 for all I worship. A flat, A7 flat 9, and adore. D minor 7, D7, and now is what is changed. In other words, G minor 7, please, okay. On the C7, you're going to use the 11, the 4th, please be true. It's just you're going to use just the reverse of the F major 7. The root is coming on the top, and the third major on the top, okay? Because another forcing is here, the 8. And then you resolve with the third reverse of the D7. See, it will be really easy from this position to F to D7. In other words, okay, please be true. In other words, G minor 7, and now in other words, F flat diminished 7. So scale of F flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. Root third, 5th, 7. We keep the root in place. We diminish the summitum and half tone, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th. F flat diminish 7. F flat, B, D, and F. And then we go back to G minor 7. I love C7, G, B flat, C, E. And then you have, you can finish U. So F, the root is coming on the top. Or you can use I love in triad, like this, from the bass here, or the boss, or just with one note. C, E, D, F, D sharp, F sharp, with a D sharp, and E, G, and then U, just with the F, that just only the reverse, you see, of the F, or you finish U, or U, or U. Okay, you decide. It's up to you. There's a lot of options. So from the second verse, okay, fill my heart with song, D minor 7, G minor 7, and let me sing C7 forevermore, F major 7, S7, B flat major 7, you are all I'm long, E minor 7 flat 5 for all I worship, A7 flat 9, and adore, D minor 7, D7, in other words, G minor 7, C7, please be true, F major 7, D7, in other words, G minor 7, in other words, or F flat diminished 7, I, G minor 7, love you, or I love you. So Oh, yeah, a lot. Or if you want to go back to the start of the song, in other words, I love you. Okay, and then fly me. Okay, you fly me to the moon. Let me play among. And then you start again to sing. So and now it's time to talk about, I think you have all the chords and all the details in a few moments. So in the square. If you're a little bit advanced, now it's time. We're going to use the basso ostinato, the process of repeating a rhythmic formula consistently, like a bossa nova. So the rule is to keep the root and the fifth, to reverse the fifth with your left hand, okay? As a different style. So where is the fifth? Even you're on a minor mode or major mode, it's nothing changed for the bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth, for example, with our first chord, the D and the A. We keep the root in place and we reverse the fifth. Okay, so I'm trying to use just only two notes with those two fingers, and you have a good point of view from the top. So if you don't know perfectly your scale, we stay longer on the bars because it's a tutorial. It's not important. You decide the speed, of course, or more speed. You decide. It's up to you. I mean, and I give you the name of the two notes that you need if you don't know perfectly your scale, and that will be more simply. And I tell you, it's nothing changed. For example, if we was on the major mode, it was also D and A. Okay, and then we carry on the song. Okay, so we start first with the introduction. Of course, it's an option. With a G6, okay, so D minor 7 to G6, root, third major, and 6. That's not interesting to play the fifth, okay, just the triad with G, the B, and the E. And then, like in the ballad, we start. Fly me to the moon, G minor 7, G and D, and let me play C7, C with G, among the stars, F major 7, F with C, even with F7, you see, nothing changed, major, minor, F and C. So you can make some fancy what I'm done or not. You go directly, boom, you're landing. Let me see, B flat major 7, B flat with F. Let me see was spring. And now it's interesting. It's an E minor 7 flat 5. So you remember on the scale the flat 5. So we didn't play. Okay, we didn't play the B, but instead of B flat. So that's the B flat and not the B that we are going to play like this. So let me see was spring. Okay, pam pam pam, and not the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the flat 5. Okay, it's like on Jupiter. So A7 flat 9. So A and E. March. So D minor 7, you can stay on D minor and D7. In other words, G minor 7, so G and D. C7, all my C7, C and G, my hand, F major 7, F with C, D7. In other words, G minor 7, G and D, always. C7, C and G, darling, kiss me, F major 7, E minor 7, E with B, and then, so you decide what you want to do. Oh, ba-dum, bum, bum, second verse, fill my heart with D minor 7 song, G minor 7, let me sing, C7, C with G, let me sing forevermore, F major 7, F7, nothing changed, F with C, U, B flat major 7 all night long. E minor 7 flat 5, same thing, we didn't play the fifth, but the flat 5, not the B, the flat 5. I worship you all night long, all I worship and adore. In other words, G minor 7, G with D, C7, please be true. Okay, F major 7, F with C, and D7, D with A. In other words, G with D, C7, C with G, I love you. F major 7, E minor 7, A7 flat 9. And then we start again to sing. I'm passing just only with the chord. Fly me to the moon. G minor 7, let me play C7 among the stars. F major 7, F7, B flat major 7, let me say what's spring. E minor 7 flat 5, it's like on Jupiter. A7 flat 9 and Mars. G minor 7, D7. G minor 7, in other words, C7, C on my hand, D7, in other words, darling, kiss me. F major 7, E minor 7, A7 flat 9, and then the last one, that's exactly the theme of the second, but with a few movements. Okay? Fill my heart with song. G minor 7, let me sing. C7 forever, forevermore. You see, forevermore. With F7, you are all I long, all I worship. A7 flat 9 in the door. In other words, and now does it change? G minor 7, C7, please be true. It's the same chord but higher, okay? Okay, D7, D with A. In other words, G minor 7, G with D. In other words, same thing. We didn't play. You remember on the scale of A flat 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the flat 5, the D. So we keep the A flat and D. Okay, so in other words, G minor 7, E. In other words, A flat diminished 7. Okay, so A flat and D. I, G minor 7, love, C7, you, or you, or you decide, or you go back to the start of the song. So maybe I'm playing for you from the third to the fourth verse. Okay, the third is the 1, but because normally this is an instrumental with a solo, with a chorus, but we didn't make the chorus, we just only sing on this channel. So for ba-dum bum bum, fill my heart with song, and let me sing forevermore. With a fancy, okay, you are all I long, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Yeah. Or in other words, play in different style, of course, style. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like in Jupiter or Mars. Another word, oh my hand. Another word, darling, kiss me. Of course, but it's another level. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long, then I all worship and adore. But it's another story. So, but well, anyway, we can play in ballad. Will be really, really good. Fly me to the moon and let me play, or fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like in Jupiter or Mars. In other words, you see, in A minor, so it's really more easy maybe, but I can't sing. It's really too high, especially at the end. In other words, okay, it's really too high for me. So I should have to use this tone, but it's really easy. You'll see in D minor. So this song will be inside a playlist that I dedicate to standard, of course, because then, if you have the curiosity to see, to look at the content of my channel, we're discovering a lot of playlists. My love for bossa nova, of course. Then you can find a big playlist that I'm calling Latin. You find a lot of big composer, and the king of the, I've dedicated to the king of the bossa nova, Carlos Tom Jobim, Vinicius de Moraes, of course, Toquinho, and a lot of the other one. And it's and with two parts, you can play all the song in ballad, mostly of the song in ballad. And I show you all the details of the chord at the best that I can in the size of the longer of the videos that I can upload and on internet. So I hope you enjoy, and maybe you are in deeper, you will find a playlist I've dedicated to Michel Legrand. That's the other patient of my life. And then you should check it out really, especially on the key transpose, because I can adjust my voice, you know, and I didn't have any prediction. It's just only for to make the guide and for to sing. Say what I'm doing. In other word, I should sing. You see, in other word, I love you. So also, yes, maybe you can finish, if you want to finish okay, let me have a look. No, yes, with a F, a sharp major 9, like this. Okay, F sharp major 9, like this. With the F major 9, okay, like this, if you want. Okay, at the end, I love you, for example. For example, it's another possibility. So you decide, you have a lot of options. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you very much for sharing your passion. That the word enjoy, this is only a pleasure, and I hope to see you again on my channel. And thank you very much for your patience, sharing patience, and your fidelity. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again on my channel. Bye bye.